land and the reefs. This to catch a small fish of which the tunnies are fond. The day came when 2 large pirogues were launched in the sea, coupled together and bearing at the prow by a very long rod that could be swiftly raised by 2 ropes stretched into the stern. By this means, when the fish is bitten, it is at once raised and brought aboard. We passed between the reefs and well out into the open sea. A turtle gazed at us going by. We reach a place where the sea is very deep, known as the tunny hole. It is to where they come to sleep at night, very deep down, out of the reach of the sharks. A cloud of seabirds watch the tunny. When these come right to the surface, they drop to sea level and rise again with a strip of flesh in their beak. Carnage on all sides. When I asked why a long line was not let down into the tunny hole, I was told that it was a sacred place, the abode of the god of the sea. A man was chosen by the captain of the boat to cast the hook clear of the pirogue. Time passed. Not a tunny would bite. Another man was called. This time a superb fish bit. It made the rod bend. 4 sturdy arms raised the stem, and with the tugging of the ropes from astern, the tunny was just being brought to the surface. A shark pounced on his prey. A few slashes of its teeth, and all we got into the boat was a head. The fishing was starting badly. My turn came. I was chosen. A few moments, and we caught a huge tunny. A few blows on the head from a stick, and the animal, quivering in the death throes, lay twisting his body, now transformed into glinting spangles of innumerable sparks. A second time, we were fortunate. Decidedly, the Frenchman brought luck. They all shouted joyously that I was a fine fellow, and I, full of pride, did not say no. We fished till evening. When the supply of the small fish used as bait was exhausted, the sun was setting the horizon ablaze with red. We made ready to return. 10 magnificent tunnies overloaded the pirogue. While all was being put straight, I asked a young boy why all those laughs and whispers at the moment when my 2 tunnies were brought aboard the pirogue. He refused to explain, but I insisted, knowing how little power of resistance a Maori has, how weak he is when pressed energetically. He then told me that a fish caught by the lower jaw means infidelity by your vahine, while you are away fishing. I smiled incredulously, and we returned. All our booty laid out on the sand. The captain cuts as many pieces, equal shares, as there were people engaged in the fishing, women and children as well, whether the main fishing or the fishing for the small fish, 37 shares. Immediately afterwards, my vahine took the axe, chopped wood, lit a fire, while I washed and put on some clothes against the coolness of the night. My share of the fish cooked, hers raw. Countless questions, the incidents of the fishing. Bedtime came. One question was gnawing at me. What was the good? At last I asked it, have you been good? Aye. And was your lover today nice? I have no lover. You're lying. The fish has spoken. Her face took on a look I had never seen before. Her brow expressed a prayer. In spite of myself, I went with her in her faith. There are moments when warnings from on high are useful. The contrast between the religious, superstitious faith of that race and the skepticism of our civilization. Gently she closed the door and prayed. Oh my God. That evening I prayed. Almost. Her prayer done, she drew near me, resigned, and said, with tears in her eyes, you must beat me. Strike me hard. And before that resigned face, that marvelous body, I was reminded of some perfect idol. May my hands be forever accused if they scourged a masterpiece of creation. Naked like that, she seemed clothed in the orange